When you look at the estimated cost of a road per kilometer, it's about 2.5 to 3.5 billion shillings. What's the cost or an estimated cost of a kilometer of a road in the current undertaking that you're going to be doing, especially in revamping most of the infrastructure within Kampala?
In terms of $1 million, it's about, actually it oscillates between $2 to $3 million, depending on 2, 3 or 4 things. One, the nature of the road, bringing in the issues of land and escarpments and so on. Then the geographical features within, but also the most important things are now too, the utilities, because now the roads in Kampala, as we try, especially from I think 2016, the roads in Kampala are being designed in such a way that they should be dual carriage, running out from this single carriage road to a dual carriage road, meaning the 2 roads are like going opposite directions. Now, because of that expansion of the road, of course it increases some bit of the costs.
How come, as government, you have not broken down those figures for the public to consume, and yet they are the ones going to be funding all these projects?
Yes, I think that's where I can confess that they didn't plan it. But I remember when we came into office, we've been trying to be as open as possible. And indeed now the new roads, now the new African development projects, we're going to put everything there.
So what will be the lifespan of these roads that are quite costing a tooth and nail?
They are looking at a range of between 30 to 50 years.
So how many kilometers are you looking at altogether?
In this current project, initially it was 69 kilometers. Now we are talking of 85 kilometers in addition to the earlier unplanned.
This government has very incredible planners, if I may say. Someone would wonder, why would it take this long to come up with such a project until the country becomes like, it's almost, the roads are like in shambles? Why would it reach that state of affairs?
This one I would not say, but initially what was the plan for the city? That was the first angle we should look at. Secondly, this project started in 2018.
Couldn't it have started earlier?
There was another project which was actually going on, though it somehow faced some bit of challenges. But that is the project which gave birth to Acacia Road, John Babiha. They gave birth to Spear and Tinda Stretcher Road.
As a government, when you go around Kampala, and it's the central business area, the heartbeat of the economy, are you also ashamed of how the situation is as government?
Yes, because it is our noble duty and cardinal role. And that's why in the manifesto of NRM for this City Sanja 21-26, Kampala was looked at in a special way.
For example, the city, the existing roads, you realize you're saying they are small, they are narrow.
And
but you've also allowed multiplex to continue, collecting money from parking. Why would you be catering for parking, especially on a narrow road, yet you could have encouraged people to set up parks where people can park their cars so that at least the roads are motorable? You are squeezed in one space, but there is a car parked next to you.
No, of course, when you're developing, there are so many things you need to come out with, and then also to learn from. Street parking, those multiplex guys, that was also a certain level, because formerly people were just parking haphazardly.
From the budget of that money, what's the component that is going to be taken by the local contractors?
No,
Because
I think the challenge
you're the
we
very
got-
people who came up with the Buy Uganda, Build Uganda. How are you building Uganda in
Yes,
this
we have a lot of local
project?
a lot of local contractors. A person like Abeka Technical Services doing a lot of works in Kampala. The only challenge we've got with these local contractors, save for those few who are working with us very well, most of them have no capacity, and they have been given work. I have right now, actually, as I'm speaking, I have problems with them because those are the people who are doing some other small roads. Because we felt like let these small roads funded by government of Uganda be done by our own people, but they don't finish. For instance, I got a contractor who is working in Machindi on a certain road called Katuso Cross. These are only 600 meters. It has taken me 2 years, coming to 2 years, when a contractor cannot finish 600 meters. Just imagine. They just divorced. When you divorce, work stalls.
And then let's go straight into the issues of the Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago. What kind of help have you people been giving to the Lord Mayor? People are interested, they want to know.
People are interested?
Yes.
Of course, this, you know, the person who wrote a letter was a bit clear. He says, I'm withdrawing my political support. Now we need to go down and then we start dissecting what is the political support he was trying to mean. But of course now for us, let me start from our side. As the ministry, we've really given support to the road mayor. One, there is mandate which is really constitutional and which is regulated, which we give mandate to him, mean support to him. When he got problems from his first term of office, 2010-2016, when he got problems from 2013, I think, to 2016, then we went into elections, we found that the road mayor was not receiving his salary then. Just imagine, and it took more 5 years. Remember, for us, we came into office in 2021. He wasn't receiving his salary. So we enabled him to get all his areas, all from the time he was impeached up to when we came to office. So he got all his areas, though he's a bit, I think he was not properly upbrought. He couldn't even come back to say thank you.
Isn't it like just giving what Caesar what belongs to Caesar?
No, it's okay, but you know, okay, for instance, you guys, you've come to me. Don't you think it is candid enough to say thank you, Sudiri, for coming and paying a visit to me? But at the same time, I can keep quiet. Then this other political support again started in 2020, around 2015, 2016, when, of course, he went on yearning for help and he landed on somebody, and then somebody started helping him out in one way or the other. Maybe perhaps that the one who wrote to him a message, Gen Salim. I think that is the reason why actually he was even able to sail through in 2016, 2021 elections. So little did I know, actually they went into a certain marriage, which has been running all through up to now. And perhaps that's why you've been seeing him actually not being disturbed, not what. He's just enjoying life. Just like any other leader who would love to really enjoy his life and his leadership, term of leadership. So that is the kind of the support the man was talking about.
So do you believe that the marriage that he has with the general is sour now?
Yeah. Now the marriage is in developing some bit of cracks. Yes. And I think it may have degenerated into irreconcilable differences, which actually may cost him. I mean, you know, it's not good to lose your friendship.
So do you really think the red flag that he has put up
There's
is what
nothing
could
like
what
a red
could
flag.
what so where is the problem
Actually,
coming
the
from?
problem about the so-called red flag is only trying to cover his head. He's like an ostrich. He's only trying to cover his head in the sand. And also is political in nature. Reason being, they have realized that now the only thing, the political catchment they had been actually left with in Kampala is the state of the roads. Now they have realized the NRM is determined to do these roads. So once you solve the potholes in the city, you people in Kampala, you are very fun and good. You don't have anything you demand from government. All you need are three. Give us the roads, clean the drainage system so that we do away with the flooding, then improve on the garbage. Those are the biggest macro problems facing the people of Kampala.
So how do you think this entanglement
between who and who?
Between the Lord Mayor and the purported supporter, General Saleh, how do you think this is going to end?
Now, of course, there is always a room for reconciliation, but nowadays, since yesterday, I don't think that room is no longer there. But we all know the road mayor he should stop being reckless in his talks. Because what caused this? That will be the question you're asking. What caused this? Was his utterances which are real and founded for? Because you can't claim that a simple Gen Salim who is retired actually. A retired simple Gen Salim, a villager who lives in our place here in Kapeka, can make a whole number two of the country vice president and the prime minister to kneel before him. First of all, he's not a witch doctor that they are gone to his shrine so that they kneel to get those blessings of theirs. Or he's not a priest that is, this is the bishop or the archbishop that I go and be prayed for. So you can't claim such a thing. First of all, this is disrespectful. So such allegations really are the one which caused the problems. He had one option to come up and say, the newsmen or the pressmen misquoted me. Simple. They put words in my mouth. I made this. As simple as that. He could put up a lie. After all, we know him. He could put up a lie and get away with this. But if the moment he refused, since 31st up to now, that means he made what he was said.
You've heard the politician say it. So we're only waiting to see whether what you have said will be matched with actions, and time will only tell.
I'll invite you when we are launching these contracts. So thank you very much.
Thank you.